What's up, trading card family? I got some awesome content for you today. We're going to review the new card game called Akora. Now, they just started Kickstarter not too long ago, and it took off. They exceeded their funding like 10 times over, and they have a very bright future ahead of them, to say the least. Getting into the game, it's pretty awesome. So, essentially, there was a game called Akora back in the day that alchemists played, where they summoned miniature creatures until people tried to use it for evil, and then it got locked away until a company called Ava came along and brought it back to life. So from there, we don't really know where the lore goes, but it pretty much leaves it pretty open-minded to say Akora's back, and now it's going to be a card game that people are playing. It kind of gives me like some Yu-Gi-Oh! Meets Full Metal Alchemist vibes, but honestly, comparing to that wouldn't even do it justice, because the cards are beautiful, and the game has really solid mechanics. I think it's going to be awesome. But more importantly, I got some prototypes, and I want to show them off to y'all and get y'all a feel for like what the game is actually going to look like, and you can see some of the cards that I used in the playtest. Now let's get to it. Alright, so here's some cards that I was able to get, and just keep in mind these are prototypes, so the final result is going to look a lot different once the cards do come out. But there is a Kickstarter that I'm going to post in the link, and you can go check it out. They're doing another Kickstarter in the near future that's going to incorporate booster boxes and starter decks and all that stuff. It's going to be epic. But we'll go ahead and take a look at these cards now. Now keep in mind these are prototypes that were used in the playtest. And the cards, I've seen what some of the future ones are going to look like, and they look amazing. And they look even better than this, if you can even believe that. I don't. But we'll go ahead and take a look at them. So here's a Water Relic 3. Unlock stage 3 of any water attribute Akora. Send this card to the Dart Zone after use. So Dart Zone is like your graveyard, and your relics are essentially what you're going to use, or your shards, to get stronger creatures out onto the field. And when you start a game, you start with a stage 1 creature, which we'll see what stages look like in the near future, hopefully, when we pull out some other cards. And you'll need shards to get the stage 2 and 3, essentially an evolution of that creature with different attacks and abilities. So Electric Relic 3, unlock stage 2 of any electric attribute Akora. Send this card to the Dart Zone after use. Takina. So is an apprentice mage who looks to unlock the secrets of ancient magic. His attack is magic stuff for 100. He has 600 health. That's the Akora symbol. And there's his attribute. And he is a stage 1, which the new cards are going to look different than this, but honestly I just love the way it looks. It almost looks three-dimensional. The way you can just see even the border pop on the card. And the artwork is rather admirable as well. I mean, really, I'm really digging this game. So Takina. Alright, so this is Magna Takina, so this is like to be the stage 3 of Takina, so we'll leave that out, and if we did a stage 2, I'll show you what that looks like. So, 2000, Secret Art 900, very cool, first edition. The Kickstarter cards are going to come with the Kickstarter symbol on them, and they're sure to be epic, that's for sure. So we have Akora. Although a demon feeds on the souls of evil men, do not listen to this Akora speech, as he will turn you evil to eat your soul. It's pretty metal. So Hellfire, 150, and obviously a different symbol right there, just shows a different type. And we have Zizel. Although a demon feeds on the souls of evil men, they say do not listen to this Akora speech, as he may convince you to commit evil so he can feed on your soul. Equally very metal. So I believe he's the stage 2 of Akora. That would make sense. Which looks like a bigger version of Akora, which is cool, but I can assure you, like, with these new cards coming out, like, the artwork is amazing, and you can really like tell the difference on the art that, oh, I just got a bigger dude on the field. It's awesome. So Water Relic again. Put that right there. Zuru. A warrior of divine origin, this Akora is a protector against the forces of evil. Holy Blade. And he has a different symbol than Madna, Tatina, or Zizel and Akora. So he looks to be a stage 1 and another stage 1 Zuru. Alright, Bodo right there. But just admire the cards. I mean, that's the first thing that caught my eye when I came across this kit starter, is like how quality these cards are and how much it feels like it brings the artwork to life by looking at like the border and everything. Like, it looks like you're summoning like some type of alchemy spell or bringing in, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just awesome. Or like unleashing some entity. Alright, now let's do the second patch. And mind you, give me a second because I really don't want to cut the cards. But luckily, I was able to get it signed, so that's awesome. Alright, doesn't feel like there's any cards there, so we're going to start cutting. Doesn't feel like we cut any cards, so that's a plus. Alright, let's see here. What do we got here? And for anyone who did bat the kit starter, just keep in mind this isn't what the patch are going to look like. This is just more or less a sticker on a heat patch, so it did get to me safely while it was shipped. Alright, another Zuru. And another Zuru. Bodo Zizel. Y'all remember him? Yep. Ooh, okay, so this is what I was waiting for. So here's Zeus Tatina. Zeus Tatina uses powerful sorcery to control reality. He has studied ancient magic. Ancient scripture 400. So what I wanted to point out here is how you can look at like what a stage 1, 2, and 3 is going to look like next to each other. So yep, that looks pretty good. So we'll go through that and look at that really quick. So essentially, this is what a stage 1 through 3 evolution could look like while you're playing the game on the field. And then it goes to Zeus Tatina once you have enough shards. I believe it's going to be 3 shards. You start out with, when you start the game, you start with 1 basic stage 1 creature with 1 shard on the field. Once you get to 3, you can go to stage 2. And once you get 6 shards, you can get your stage 3 Akora out on the field. And the artwork's very admirable. I really like what I've seen from the new cards that they're developing over there, and they look really good. Like, they bring the artwork more to life, and it's awesome, and it's already really good in my opinion. So Dark Relic 3, so same concept, it's a relic but dark. Another Zizel, Madna Tatina, and a Kuzu. So we don't have a stage 2 or 3 that connects with this card because this is the last one. But we have the Akora Kuzu can only be found during a full moon. It is said that Kuzu are shy creatures. Bite 50, 500. I could see it being a shy creature, maybe rather timid in the face of Akora, but nonetheless, still a sweet card. Love it. And now, for the last package, you can notice it's bigger, and I'm very excited to show you all this because it's a really good glimpse to what you're going to get in the kit starter, right? Because there's the Sleeping Dragon kit starter card that you can get slabbed, and if you went all out and did the major reward, there's a Sephira Zuru card that is slabbed as well. And honestly, I love how they're doing that for a kit starter because people love slabs. I mean, it's obvious it's a desirable thing, but most importantly, it's to showcase your cards. So how cool is it that they're doing slabs that are Akora slabs? Like, it's awesome. So right here we have Akahane, which I believe it would make sense, right? Is the stage 3 of Akora and Zizel. So this is Akahane, 1500. This dragon Akora can breathe fire as hot as the center of a volcano. Inferno 400. And this is just epic because right here you have your Akora label, and it's signed by the owner, which is phenomenal. It's really like what you're gonna get with the kit starter, which is epic. And yeah, I mean, this card game has a lot of potential, and I like it. I've looked at like the mechanics so far of what Akora has as far as playthroughs, and it looks like it's solid mechanics. It's not flimsy or clunky. It's just a smooth game, and I really can't wait to see what they do with the rest of it. So, looking forward to it. Alright, trading card family, so that was my review of the new Akora cards. So these are just prototypes, keep that in mind. The new cards coming out look amazing. Highly recommend you check out Akora Trading Card Game on Instagram and other social media platforms, and just because they post updates all the time, because the new cards look amazing. These ones are awesome, and they definitely have their place in history, but the new stuff coming out in the first edition set is going to be amazing. In the description below, I posted a link to the kickstarter. So hit that up and you can see all the cool stuff that you can get on the kickstarter. And keep in mind, even if you're upset if you missed this one, there's one coming out in the near future for booster boxes and all that good stuff. So check it out. Keep following the Akora page, because they're being really transparent with everyone and like posting new artwork and stuff, and it's just awesome. Really exciting. And honestly, most importantly, I think the mechanics are really there for this game to be awesome and successful. So I wouldn't be scared or deterred of getting into like a new card game, right? There's a lot of new stuff like MetaZoo, and then obviously the big three, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic, but like this game just feels solid. It feels like a good game, and I really love the mechanics, and I think they're doing an awesome job. So I highly encourage you to check it out. And like always, if you're not part of the trading card family yet, hit the bell notification, smash that subscribe button, hit me up in the comments section, and stick around because we got some awesome content coming out. Peace.